If you guys could put a comment when you join the live to let me know that you're online, please, and thank you. Hi, T. Hi, Sharon. How are you guys doing? Are you having a good Monday? Hi, Frida. How are you? Okay, we're going to get started here in just a second. Hi, Dee. Hi, Janine. Good morning. We're going to go ahead and get started. We're doing no contact, all signs. And I will put the timestamp ticker down below. But if you're coming on after the live has started, I'll put the timestamps down below also. All right, let's go ahead and get started with Aries first. If you're in no contact Aries, what's going on with your person? We're going to see what their feelings are, their intentions are, and their next actions. Aries. No contact in separation. Aries and their person. Your person right now, they're sorry, but they really do need to become stable. You're somebody who is a pillar of inspiration for them, and they realize they don't have their life together as much as they should. Right now, they're being very quiet. They are trying to figure out how they can just make their priorities better in their life. And this is somebody who needs to be more loyal and dedicated to those priorities, is what it looks like here, Aries. So what's going to be the likely outcome? I think they're going to stay in hermit mode. So I don't think you're going to hear from this person. You could be dealing with a Virgo. This person doesn't have their life together as much as they should. If this was a hookup situation where you slept with this person, I don't see this person coming towards you because they're not in an energy of wanting or being able to give a relationship. But you might be somebody who has your life together and they see you as somebody who's very inspiring. Taurus. All right, Taurus. No contact. Sorry, everyone. UPS is outside. Hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry about that, Taurus. All right, no contact in separation. What is your person's feelings? What are their intentions? What are their next actions, Taurus? Taurus, not Taurus, Taurus. This person is considering all their options before they actually take any action. This is somebody who They're not really evolved. They're attracted to you physically. They might even be addicted to you physically, but they are fearful of you judging them if they tell you that they just don't want to have a relationship. So let's figure out, why is this person in lustful energy? Why is Taurus this person in this lustful energy? I'm hearing it doesn't have anything to do with you. All right. Yeah, the Knight of Swords. This person could have came in and said a lot of nice things, but they are a heartbreaker. So maybe you even sense that this person maybe was a little bit of a player. I do see that this person maybe is divorced and they've went through a bad breakup, but they have not healed from that breakup. So I don't see that you're going to hear from this person right now. I was actually going to give you guys an animal oracle advice. So let me give you advice. Taurus. What is the animal oracle for Taurus? Swan. Just because this may not have been the love of your life doesn't mean that love isn't out there. So it says you may find your soulmate just around the corner. Remember that two souls are destined to be together. They always find their way to each other. So your person is still out there. Don't give up hope. All right, Gemini. Gemini, no contact and separation. What is your person's feelings, intentions, and next actions? They do miss you. They have overwhelming feelings and emotions. Their intentions is they're kind of hoping and praying that you reach out to them, you pursue them for another opportunity. They are somebody who did get distracted by somebody else. Somebody else they were talking to did distract them, but it looks like that person may have ghosted them. Okay. Why is this person just not pick up the phone and call Gemini? What's going on with this person? Why do they want to be chased? Yeah, they want you to come back to them. They want you to chase and pursue them. They're actually trying to manifest with their thoughts of you returning to them. They're just going to wait. They're curious to see if you will actually pursue them. Yeah, they definitely had you in competition. They were talking to somebody else who ghosted them. All right. Well, you have free will if you want to go pursue them. Let's get you an animal oracle card of advice. What's the advice for Gemini? Tiger, be patient. It says, you're being reminded that persistence is what is necessary to attain your goals. You need to be patient right now and trust that the universe will help you through this challenging time. Success is guaranteed, but there is divine timing at play right now. Okay. Cancer. All right, Cancer. No contact and separation with you and your person. What is their feelings? What are their intentions? What are their next actions? I'm not looking at the chat, guys, so if you came in after, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. I will put the timestamps down below. I'm on Cancer right now. After the live, I'll put the timestamps. All right. Okay, Cancer, your person sees you radiating confidence. They feel like they need to be more ambitious and more motivated to get their life together. It's kind of like you're the right person, the wrong time. Their intentions is to think about you every day, but become happier with where they need to be in their life. There's something about them feeling happily motivated by you. They wish they could be honest with you, but they feel like it's too late because they know you're not going to want to settle for them in the version that they are. Okay. What is this? What's Cancer's person? This could have been somebody who portrayed to be somebody that they're not. And then they met you and they seen the authenticity of who you were. And they realized they needed to step up their game in life. Yeah, look at that. They realize you are somebody who radiates strong confidence and they do not. They're in the Nine of Wands. They're fearful if you knew the truth of who they really were, you wouldn't have liked them anyway. That's why they are patiently holding back. They're working on themselves, but I do not see them coming towards you. All right. Well, let's get a card of advice. What is the animal oracle card of advice for Cancer placements? What is the advice? Cancer. The beaver, which is balance, it says, you're being told that hard work is important, but so is quality time with your loved ones. The balance between work, play, family, and career must be maintained over wholeness and success. So if you were maybe giving too much to this person, you may realize there's an imbalance right now. You need to balance things back out when it comes to friends, family, your work. Leo. All right, Leo. No contact in separation. Leo and their person. What is their feelings? What are their intentions? What are their next actions? Leo. Leo. They feel like they made a bad clouded judgment or decision to pull back from you. Now they're thinking about chasing and pursuing you because their intentions is they're realizing they feel very lonely and they're learning more about you. They maybe have been looking you up on social media. They're obtaining information about you. And now they're thinking, you know what? I want to have another experience with Leo. I want to start over. All right. So it's almost like they made a bad judgment call to pull back. And then they went and researched who you were, Leo. And then they decided because of who you were or maybe what you post, they're interested in you. All right. What is this? Yeah, there they are. The Fool. The Fool wants to return and have a brand new beginning with you. They see you. You could be somebody who posts a lot on social media. Maybe you look really good. You could be very successful. They see and they recognize the potential in you. Yeah, they're very much caught up in their head about you. I do see with Justice, they're definitely going to try to come back. All right, well, let's get a card of advice for Leo. What is the best piece of advice? What's the guidance for Leo placements? The Hummingbird, lightness. It says, it is time for you to pursue your dreams with determination. By doing this, you will make them a reality. Joy isn't going to be around the corner, but you have to believe that everything is possible to manifest with your vision. Stop waiting and doubting. So there's something that you've been taking very light with not pursuing, maybe with your career or your goals. You need to go forward with that. Virgo. All right, no contact in separation. Virgo and their person. What is their person's feelings, intentions, and next actions? Virgo. Virgo. All right, your person feels like you deserve the world. They're hurt and sad. Them ghosting you, going no contact had nothing to do with you. It had everything to do with them. They're a little bit fearful because they lied to you about something. And they're trying to consider their options before they act. Okay, so what is this lie that Virgo's person held back from them? What is this? This person was maybe in the middle of a transition in their life, and they tried to portray that they were a lot more confident with that transition. They're not. Yeah, they could have been in the middle of maybe a legal battle. They could have been in the middle of a divorce or a separation, but they weren't honest with you about it. All right, what's going to be the likely outcome here? Ten of Swords, Ace of Cups, the Hangman. You know what? This person feels defeated because of the lie. Look at that. You've got the devil at the bottom of the deck. So it looks like they're just going to let it go. They may end up pursuing somebody else eventually, but I don't see them coming back for a new opportunity with you because of the betrayal or because of the lies. All right. Well, let's get a card of advice for Virgo. What is the best piece of advice? What's the guidance for Virgo placements? Passion, Dragon. And you know, before I pulled this card, I heard that song, Dream, 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 Dream. So there's something you're dreaming about, and it could be something you're very passionate about. It says, the dragon is a reminder of your strong will and your fiery personality. It is also a symbol of passion and fire. You're being asked to practice self-control and be cautious so that your passion does not lead you into trouble. So there's something you're dreaming about that you might be passionate about. You need to follow. Libra. All right, Libra. No contact and separation. Libra and their person. Libra. What's your person's feelings, intentions, next actions? Your person is single. They have low self-esteem. They actually went towards somebody else for passionate reasons. Their intentions is they can't be trusted. So clearly they realize they need to stay single. You said something to this person about them being maybe a player. You were right. They do play games. And they're not thinking about long-term when it comes to connections or relationships. All right. What's the saying? In it for a good time, not a long time, is the energy of this person, Libra. Let's see what's going to be the likely outcome here. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, they're a professional juggler or a jiggler. King of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, they're focused on their money and their finances, maybe their family, but they're definitely not focused on a relationship. All right, let's get you a card of advice. What is the best piece of advice? What is the guidance for Libra placements? Let's see advice. The Beaver, which is about balancing everything out. It says, you're being told that hard work is important. So is quality time with your loved ones. So balance out work, play, family, and career in order to have overall success. So if you were overgiving in this situation, now's the time for you to rebalance out your responsibilities. Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. No contact in separation. What is your person's feelings? What are their intentions? What are their next actions, Scorpio? They're trying to ignore you. They're trying to also ignore that there's a soul connection here. They're ignoring their intuition. Their intuition is saying, hey, you should not have sabotaged this connection. They feel overwhelmed because they're really trying to ignore their higher self and they're struggling with it. They realize that they have a lot of negative thoughts and they also lack a lot of accountability when it comes to the option of correcting what they need to do with this. All right. Well, why did this person sabotage this? Why did they block out their intuition knowing that they have a soul connection with Scorpio? Why did they block this out? They closed out the cycle. Could be because of social media. They maybe thought that there was somebody else that they could have had a stronger connection with. Their intuition told them that you were a strong soul connection, somebody that they were supposed to be with. They're also not listening to their intuition that said that they did sabotage a really maybe a blessing in disguise they didn't realize. And it could be because of social media, or maybe they're doing some type of like talking or trying to date other people online. Maybe they're on like dating apps or something and they are lacking the accountability of what they've done now. Okay, what's going to happen here with Scorpio? What's going to be the likely outcome? Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Wands. You know what? They're gonna ignore it right now. They're going to continue to ignore their higher self. They're going to talk to other people, get to know other people, and they're just not ready to take the accountability that they didn't listen to their intuition, that you were somebody significant. I don't see them taking action right now. All right. Let's get a card of advice. All right. What is the advice for Scorpio? What's the best piece of advice? What's the guidance for those with Scorpio placements? The Cougar, leadership. You have come into your own power. Now is the time to take the lead of a situation and be strong. Use the power of your intentions, be clear with your purpose, and define where you're headed next. Okay. Sagittarius. No contact in separation. Sagittarius and their person. What is your person's feelings? What are their intentions? What are their next actions? If you guys came in after the chat started, I'm not looking at it, but welcome. Happy Monday. I will put the timestamps down below. We're on Sagittarius right now. We will do ask a question, get an answer bonus after I'm done with all signs. We're on Sagittarius right now. All right, Sagittarius. Your person feels like they don't fit in when it comes to a relationship, and they feel like they did lead you on. Their intentions is to just tell themselves that the circumstances aren't ideal and maybe on the next one. What? Okay, this person has a flawed mentality, Sagittarius. They're not thinking correctly. They're very attracted to you, but they do realize that they did lead you on. There's that flawed mentality. They have a negative mindset when it comes to relationships. If they're attached to this negative pattern or belief when it comes to that. Likely outcome is the King of Swords. The Death card. Yeah, it does look like they're putting boundaries in place. They're letting this end. They're letting this go. Could be dealing with an air sign, Scorpio, or a Capricorn. Let's get you a card of advice. What is the best piece of advice? What is the guidance for Sagittarius placements? The Blue Jay, use your intuition. It says you are encouraged to follow your feelings and your intuition. This is a reminder that your personal power is in your hands and that you are free to take flight at any time if you find yourself in a situation that just doesn't suit you anymore. So this is about using your intuition to move forward. Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. No contact in separation with you and your person. What are their feelings? What are their intentions? What are their next actions? Capricorn. Capricorn. They can't stop thinking about you. They do feel like they are being selfish by choosing themselves. And because of that, their intentions is they're refusing to give in. They feel like you can just read between the lines, that they maybe were pretending all along. And the universe is speaking very clearly to this person that if they want you, they need to come get you, but they're not doing that. They're ignoring and they're pretending like it's no big deal. Okay. What is Capricorn's person? Why are they in this pretending energy? Why are they not wanting to see clearly that the universe gave them an opportunity with somebody truly amazing and they left it? Why are they not wanting to read between the lines when it comes to Capricorn? Okay, so King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. This person may feel like you're too good to be true. You could be somebody who really has so much going for you than what they have going for them. And because of that, they're really not wanting to see things clearly, that the universe really did give them this great opportunity, that they truly wanted somebody like you, but they're just kind of like, yeah, I don't think that I can love Capricorn the way I should. Capricorn, is somebody that maybe I can think a lot about, but I just don't think that this is my person. It's like they're pretending that they don't have a connection with you, but they clearly do with the King of Cups. It's almost like they want to portray like it's no big deal to just let you go, but they can't stop thinking about you. But yet their ego is refusing to let them give in. Are they going to eventually give in and contact Capricorn? I'm hearing you can plan on it. Knight of Wands. Yep. So they will eventually come towards you. It may not be for 6 or 7 weeks. All right. Let's get you some advice. What's the advice? What's the guidance for Capricorn? What's the advice for Capricorn? The Deer and gentleness. This is a reminder to be more gentle with yourself and others. The grace, the sensitivity, and the gentleness of this spirit animal echoes the qualities brought forth when living from the heart. So be gentle with yourself during this time period. All right, Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. No contact in separation. What is your person's feelings? What are their intentions? What are their next actions? Aquarius. This person has addiction issues. They're also addicted to status. And right now, their intentions is to choose being single. They're taking a break from you because they've been influenced by outside people. That part of this addiction could be status of being single, not in a relationship or a connection. They want to know, do you still think about them? They know they need to grow up. They're being immature and irresponsible. They are in their divine masculine energy. All right. Why is this person so much influenced by the outside? Why are they allowing other people to influence them, stepping away from Aquarius at this time? I'm hearing on to bigger and better. So the Page of Wands and the King of Cups. This person really is influenced by what other people think that they should have when it comes to a relationship. So you could be somebody who is very emotional, very maybe intuitive, somebody compassionate, somebody very nurturing and comforting. And they're maybe telling this person, oh, you're better off staying single right now. There's going to be somebody else that will have money and will give you the emotional connection and give you so much more. So they're being influenced by other people. It's an immaturity aspect. Yeah. Their intuition is telling them, don't do that. It isn't about status and comfort in that aspect, but they're not listening. What's going to be the likely outcome here? Are they going to attempt to break control of other people's influence? Oh, we got the Strength coming out. What are you dealing with, a Leo? Nope. They strongly fear going against other people. It could be their father. It could be a older brother. It could be an uncle. It could be a grandpa. It could be a boss that's telling them, oh, you know what? Where you're at in your life, you need to be single. There's something about this person's been conditioned to be influenced by outside that it's better for them to be single than to be in a relationship. So I don't see them coming towards you. All right, let's get a card of advice for Aquarius. What is the best piece of advice? What is the guidance for Aquarius placements at this time during no contact and separation? Dog loyalty. It says you may be feeling like those around you let you down or are not doing their fair share of work. This comes as a reminder that loyalty exists and you must not settle for anything less. You deserve better than mixed signals. Okay. Pisces. All right, Pisces, no contact in separation. What is your person's feelings, intentions, next actions? Pisces. This person may have a physical handicap. Pisces. Don't trust this person. They're very disrespectful. They have legal issues they haven't told you. And they know that they crossed the line about something that they're strongly attached to when it comes to these legal issues. This could be somebody who's like cheating on their taxes or doing something that they're not supposed to be doing. Maybe they're in the middle of a divorce and they're planning on how they're going to get back at their ex or something vindictive is what it feels like. They are definitely in the middle of a karmic fight also. All right. Tell me more. Pisces, no contact. Yep. This is a turning point. This person's going to try to come in with communication at some point. They're going to try to give you a little bit, but they're not going to give you anything of solid. There's a sense of instability and insecurity when it comes to this person. I would not trust this person. They definitely are very disrespectful. The energy is very negative. You could be dealing with an earth sign, fire sign, earth sign. Okie dokie. Let's get you a card of advice. Pisces. What's the best piece of advice? What is the guidance for Pisces placement? No contact and separation. What do they need to know? What do they need to hear? The bear, which is strength. It says, the bear symbolizes a strong source of support in times of difficulty and adversity. It may be time for you to stand for your beliefs or your truth with strength and confidence. You are free to roam at will and follow your path. Okay. All right, you guys want to do ask a question, get an answer? Make sure if you're entering the chat, please, please, please like and put a comment. You could put hi, you could put hello, you could put your zodiac sign. You could put what country you live in. You could put your favorite color. You could put anything you want as long as it's not rude, crude, or mean. Okay. You can put any type of emoji as long as it's pleasant. I greatly appreciate the energy exchange in this live reading. Thank you, everybody who is joined. Hello, hello, hello. All right. I'm going to start with Kim. You're going to be my first person question. Is my ex Tony single? If so, will he reach out? All right. Let's see here. Let me make some room. All right. Kim, is your ex single? I do see he wants to reach out. He wants to return. I've just seen that. Yes, he is single. He might have Virgo in his chart. He's a little bit defensive about coming back towards you. He does want to return, but he's waiting to get his money out first. Okay. Hi, Tanya. Oh, let me go back up. Cynthia, is James coming back or is he in a relationship? Cynthia, is James coming back? He is watching you. His intuition is telling him yes, but he's not listening to his intuition. He's actually ignoring it. There's something about disappointment from the past. He's not over that quite yet. So I don't see him coming back quite yet. Hi, MM for Hawaii. Tanya, will I meet somebody new soon? Tanya, will you meet somebody new soon? No, it looks like you're stuck. You keep going back to somebody from the past, Tanya. You keep thinking about somebody from the past. There's something about you need to make plans to connect with other people in the present and the near future. I see you're stuck with somebody that you're kind of in like a holding pattern energetically. You need to release something in order for that blockage to be removed. It could be a forgiveness of yourself. It could be a forgiveness of someone else. There's a need for you to release something. Hi, Kim. Hi, Tabitha. Hi, Clyde. Pam, what is Larry's energy at this time? Pam, what is Larry's energy? Larry's not sure what to do, whether he's coming or going with you. One minute he wants to come towards you, but he realizes he needs to come up with a game plan if he's going to do that. He thinks that you're communicating with other people, that there's competition also in the current energy. Hi, Kim. Hi, Key. Hi, Haley. Would love I don't know what that says. A card. Okay. Haley, let me give you a card. What card am I going to give you? Let me give you one of these animal cards. All right, Haley. What's the card for Haley? What's the spirit card for Haley? Ooh, time for a deep dive with your emotions when it comes to loving yourself. The swan energy. Okay. Hi, Lee from the Philippines. Hi, Marla. Thank you. This is my favorite color, pink. If I could wear this every single day of my life, I would. But then I'd probably look like I'm wearing the same thing. But yes, thank you very much, Marla. Nawal, what is he thinking right now? Let's see here. Nawal, what is he thinking right now? He's trying to figure out in introspection if he should come back or not. He doesn't know if he should come towards you. He's thinking about it. He's contemplating it, but he doesn't know if that's really what he wants to do. What's it based on? He's waiting. He's not really sure. Whoever sent the super chat, thank you for the super chat. There's some fears and insecurities of things repeating is why he's not sure if he wants to come back. Hi, Marla. Hi, Vivian. Thank you. What do I have on? Oh, thank you. Hi, Pam. I love jewelry. I don't have my rings on or my bracelets on. My hands are too dry. I got them right here, but off and on with the lotion too much. Let's see here. What's going on with Scorpio Janine? What's going on with Janine Scorpio right now? What's going on with Janine Scorpio? Sitting on the fence, not sure if there's an opportunity. if you're wondering if this person's with somebody else, they're not. Let's see here. Michelle, what does that say? Michelle, tell me what her decision's going to be. What's Michelle's person's decision? She hasn't made a decision yet. She's still waiting. Zawara, will I be able to find a well-paying job this month or next month? Or Simon? Will Simon find a job this month or next month? If I missed your comment or your question, please put it down below for your questions. And I'm trying to catch up here. Simon. You got double nines. You might be a little bit codependent on fear because you're not letting something go. And it could be maybe there's something on your resume or something that you're putting down that you need to take off or not fill in. But you're fearing if you don't put it in that it's going to impact you. It's actually impacting you. There's something that's blocking you that you're putting on either your resume or you're putting when you apply that you need to take out. Lynn, what's going on with my ex? No contact lurking. Lynn. I don't know. Lynn. Yeah, he's definitely lurking. I see that. He doesn't have any confidence, so he's looking at you to figure out what you're up to. He's not coming towards you. He's holding back, but he is looking at you. Brandy, will my boyfriend and I fix our issues? Will Brandy and her boyfriend fix their issues? Brandy and her boyfriend. Are you losing hope, Brandy? It does look like there's a lack of communication that's effective. So if you're losing hope, you guys are going to have to figure out how to fix the issues with your communication style. Maybe asking each other, what's the best way to communicate? Key, is it Key or is it Kai? Let me pull one of these animal cards for you. One card for Key or Kai. What is this one that wanted to come out? Bobcat Spirit, life is a mystery. Number 8, go with the flow. Do not resist what's happening around you or what is about to happen that's coming towards you. Thank you, Kim. Thank you for joining the live. Let me see if I can scroll up. And this StreamYard program is kind of weird. Okay, maybe I can see it now. Okay. Shannon, he's ignoring me. I sent one text, been in no contact. He is a connection. Shannon, is he going to reach out during or break the no contact with Shannon? Is he going to break no contact with Shannon? Yes or no? You know what? He does still love you. He still has feelings for you, but he's not certain if he can break the separation to have this new beginning. He wants it, but he's not taking action to get it. Hi, Marla. Vivian, pull a card to see if the person is a soul connection. The person that Vivian is thinking about, is there a soul contract between the two of them? No, it's not going to work. The person you're thinking about, it's not going to work with them. It's not a soul connection. Patricia, I saw him last Wednesday. Have not seen or heard from him since. Patricia, where is this person at for Patricia? I need to switch decks. This deck is not shuffling. Hold on a second. Let's try this other deck here. Vivian. Is he going to break? No contact. Yes. You know, he thinks he's clever by not speaking up and talking to you right now. He's kind of acting like it's a game, but it's really not. So he's actually waiting to see if you're going to check on him and see if everything's okay. It's like he's waiting to see if you're going to pursue him. But I don't see, he wants to talk to you, but he wants you to be the person to do it. Okay. Coral, what do you need to know? Let's get you an animal oracle. Coral, what is it that you need to know? What do you need to hear, Coral? Skunk Spirit, know your worth, Coral. I can't see the camera, so hopefully it's on. I don't know what happened to the camera view. Let me see if I can figure this out. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay. So know your worth, Coral. Shay, will I get that job I interviewed with? Shay, will you get the job you interviewed with? Yes, you will. Let's see. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom because I can't see these other ones. Put your comments or your questions if I missed them. Gina, will he reach out to me? Will he reach out to Gina? Yes or no? Maybe. What's it going to be based on? He's still thinking about it. He's not sure if he should just stay away from you and move on or if he should try to come back. He hasn't made a decision yet. Joyce, is the guy I met last Saturday a good guy for me? Is the guy she met a good guy or not? Yes, but here's the problem is he makes decisions really rapidly where he may impulsively reach out to you and then he'll impulsively pull back. Why does he do this? He's not certain. He is somebody who has a little bit of a problem with domination. So I would make sure you use your intuition with that. Shelly, should you move on? Shelly, should she move on? Yes, you should move on. Let's see. Is it Tatiana? Sorry if I said that wrong. Will I get a better job? Will you get a better job? You're feeling a sense of defeat right now. You need to maybe talk to other people, maybe even talk to a headhunter, somebody else that has experience in your field of where you're trying to get into. That will help you get another job. Right now, what you're doing is not working for you and it's burning you out. It's making you feel defeated. And it could be that maybe you're not focusing on your keywords on your resume. Maybe you're not focusing on targeting the correct person to reach out to that can actually help you get your foot in the door for an interview. There's something about the focus is not focused correctly. So I would either get advice from a headhunter or like a recruiter type person, or I would get advice from somebody that's already in the field that you're trying to get into. Joyce, it went really fast. I don't know how to slow this chat down. Joyce, will I get back to my Cancer man? Joyce and her Cancer man. Joyce. Maybe. Right now, he doesn't trust that this relationship isn't going to be tense if he returns, so he hasn't made a decision. I don't do pregnancy, Brandy. Sorry. Nicole, should I move on? You have a lot of stress and anxiety over this person. There's a lack of stability and security with this person. You know what? Here's the thing is, if you feel depressed, you feel like you're constantly in a loop of stress, anxiety, you feel hurt and disappointment, and it's not shifting, it's not changing, then you may have to be practical to realize that, you know what, maybe it's just not going to work. So I think your intuition's been telling you that this door maybe needs to be closed. Of course, I never tell you if you should stay or go, but I do want to tell you, use your intuition, use your discernment. And if you feel like, oh, I'm not really sure, Teresa, if I should, then you need to spend some time connecting with your higher self. Maybe spend some time in nature, listening to non-word music. Listen to like classical music, instrumental music, listen to like sounds of like waters or storms, something to kind of clear your mind and connect with your higher self so that you can really listen to what your intuition is trying to tell you, because it might be blocked, Nicole. You're welcome. Let's see, who is this? Amanda, can you check what is next for me in love? 13 more minutes, you guys. So put your questions down below if I missed them. If you just came in, thank you for joining my live. Please like it. Put a comment or an emoji in the comments. I appreciate it. Amanda, what's next for you in love? Well, you're dealing with some family conflict. So that could be where a lot of your effort and your time when it comes to love is going, is there's charitable work towards your family. If you have children, people that are in your inner circle, you need to focus on that. When you do that, you're going to become real strong. And then you're going to get to a place of realizing, you know what, I'm ready to put myself out there. And then I see there is somebody who you may find this person, you have like a love-hate relationship with. You love them at times, but you hate that they're so strong, opinionated, and they have a lot to say. But I do say it may not be until they could be a Leo, or they could be, I'm hearing Aries. So you may not meet them until June and August. So it could be a little bit of a while before you actually have somebody in your love life. But it's going to be one of those, you like them on some days and you don't like them on other days. All right. Is it Hade? I'm not sure if I said that right or not. Hade, what's in store for the new year for me? Hade. Clearly, if you are thinking about anybody from the past, you need to discard that. And I do see that you're going to have some messages coming in from management, or if you work for a company, somebody in a higher up that wants you to start doing more traveling for work. There could be an opportunity if that's something that you're interested in. I don't see love in the first month of the year for you. Okay, let me get a drink. I'm getting hot. 12 more minutes, you guys. Okay. Shelly. Should I get in contact with Larry? Should Shelly contact Larry? No, it would create bad karma for you. Miley, do you see anything coming up for me? I see you're going to lose something material-wise. You might be really upset that you lose it. I do see that after that period of some type of loss, maybe you lose your key, like your house keys, or you lose your wallet or something. Make sure you are paying attention to your belongings if you're out shopping, out and about, so you don't lose it. But I do see sometime around April, you will have like a big confidence boost. And then I do see you're going to meet somebody, and you may meet them when you're traveling. So if you're doing some travels around April, I do see that you will be meeting somebody new. They may have Earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Cindy, will my ex come back? Will Cindy's ex come back? Did this person financially abandon you, Cindy? I see that there is a lot of chaos between you and this person. This person is not able to overcome some type of addiction they're dealing with. It could be addiction to other people. It could be addiction of negative thoughts. I don't see right now that there's going to be any change. There's a lack of the two of you being able to come together in the current energy. You're welcome, Shay. Hi, Cindy. You're welcome, Miley. Lynn, is my ex working on himself? Is Lynn's ex working on himself? Lynn's ex working on himself. He's contemplating his dependence on others. He's very dependent on other people. He's not really trusting what his inner self is telling him. And he's not really able to read his own thoughts. So does he have, he either is overworked or he's stressed out so much he really can't focus. So no, he's got so much going on. His energy is too heavy for me. No, I would say no. Taylor, is my partner deceiving me? Is Taylor's partner deceiving them? Taylor's partner. Taylor's partner. No. Martha, will my person come back to me? You're welcome, Lynn. Martha, will your person come back? I heard that song. I always hear that song. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the world. Yep. In the right time, they're going to close out their options. They're going to make the decision that you are the only option. Lauren Stevenson, been single for years. Will I ever find my soulmate? Will Lauren ever find her soulmate? You haven't met your soulmate. You're in separation. The problem is you have your boundaries up. Your soulmate is somebody who is in a position of authority. They may own their own business. They may be like a boss or supervisor or team lead. During Aries season, if you put yourself out there, you could potentially meet this person. You will recognize this person. If you do, I'm seeing like a bowling alley. So I don't know if you play on a bowling league or you go to like, what's it called? Where the pins light up. cosmic bowling type thing, if you go to something like that, that could be where you're meeting this person. Around March or April, or Aries season could be significant. If I haven't seen your question, I'm on Quinn. You have to put your question back down. I'm not sure who wrote that because the chat's going too fast. Quinn, will my husband ever change? You guys can put your questions back down. I got 7 more minutes. I'll be on here until 2:30 Central Time, and then I have to boot scoot boogie out of here. Will your husband ever change? No, your husband is blocked right now. There's a lack of willpower to make any type of changes for right now. Should I text my ex, Rebecca? Should Rebecca text her ex? Yes or no? You should not text your ex. There's too much pressure when it comes to that. The problem is the issues are not going to be resolved because they're not making you a priority. So do not text them. Oh, I just missed that one. I was going to read that one. Brandy, does my Virgo man want to make this relationship work? Does Brandy's Virgo man want to make the relationship work? Yes. This person does want to make it a priority to make it work. All right. Minda, is Jamie deceiving you? Minda, is Jamie deceiving you? Minda. No. Violet, I don't know what your question is. Please add a job. I'm not sure what that means. Sorry. You're welcome, Brandy. I hope you have a good day. Eldina, who coming? What? I don't know what that means. Who coming? Hi, Debbie. Good afternoon. You're welcome, Minda. I got 6 minutes. Any other questions? Joyce, have I met my soulmate? And what's their zodiac sign? Joyce. One more. They're an air sign. And no, you have not met them yet. When is she going to meet them? You may not meet them for like 5 years. I know you don't want to hear that, but it's going to be quite some time. Sorry. Could be that you're supposed to focus on something else until then. I was going to go, Amria. Sorry. Did he learn his lesson? Amria. Did he learn his lesson? Amria. No, he's still hurt. He's not releasing anything right now. No. Vivian, will I find my soulmate? Yes. Eldina, who cares for you? I care. Eldina, I hope you're having a good day. Let's see who's around your energy, Eldina. Eldina. Somebody that has Virgo in their chart, they do contemplate returning back. Could be somebody that maybe doesn't have the best health. They could have an illness, or they could just be going through a hardship right now. Vicky, will he come back? Vicky, will he come back? No, not right now. Any other questions? 4 minutes. Otherwise, I'm going to boot scoot out of here if you guys don't have any other questions. Hi, Tamika. Thank you for joining the live, you guys. I appreciate it. Peggy, does he have feelings for me? Does he have feelings for Peggy? Does he have feelings for Peggy? Yes, he does. Vivian, is my soulmate somebody, what did it say? Is my soulmate somebody I know now? Is Vivian's soulmate somebody she knows now? Yes. They have Leo in their chart. If you're looking for your romantic soulmate, because you have multiple soulmates, but if you're looking for romantic, this person has Leo in their chart, and you already know who this is. Let's see here. Should you forgive him? Maria, hopefully I said that right. If not, I apologize. Should you forgive him? Maria, should you forgive him? You need to get to a place of peace and acceptance, regardless if you want to be back with this person. But being able to practice forgiveness helps remove any blockages. When you don't forgive and you hold some type of emotion with you, it's kind of like dragging that luggage right behind you to the next relationship. It's like wearing that heavy backpack. You may not realize there's remnants of that past relationship when you don't forgive and have compassion. And then you go into the next relationship, and at some point, that weed comes up, and then it becomes an issue of something you have to deal with. So practicing forgiveness, regardless if you want to reconcile with somebody or not, is always going to be key for moving forward without blockages. Oops. Okay. All right, 2 minutes. Bianca, does my ex still love for me, and will we get back together? Bianca and her ex. Bianca and her ex. He does still love you. He does think about having a new opportunity with you. Will it happen? He hasn't made a clear decision yet. Catherine, will I find my soulmate? Will Catherine find her soulmate? Yes. See the 10 of Pentacles for sure. All right. Any other questions? I'm going to get out of here. 1 minute. I don't answer medical, legal, or pregnancy. Jennifer, does my husband come back? Last question. Does your husband come back, Jennifer? Does your husband come back? Not right now. No. I think this might be the end. Especially if he backstabbed you, I think it might be the end. Okay, thank you everybody for joining the live. I really appreciate everybody's comments, and I will be back tomorrow. We'll do you versus them, and then we'll also do the bonus ask a question, get an answer. Feel free to join. I'll send out a scheduled time when you guys know. It'll probably be around the same time tomorrow, but I'll let you know ahead of time. I hope everybody has a great Monday. Bye.